Hello everybody, welcome to Kerbal Space Program, of course. So yeah, I have a little bit of time, about 2 hours before I head off to a night shift at work. Sorry. And yeah, I just felt like playing a little bit of KSP, as I do a lot lately. So yeah, I just felt like chilling a little bit about. And what does YouTube say here? It's red. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. What? Is it because I was just like sitting there on the... Let us see, because it should be fine. I just checked out my OBS settings yesterday because the lag was a little bit big when I turned around like this. So yeah, I guess I can just show you something I've been working on that is not done yet. This Falcon tester. And just by the name, you might be able to figure out what it does. Well, maybe. So it's a bit like the grasshopper. And I have not been able to do it completely, but watch this. Run Falcon tester, or FT. So let me just warp a little bit here, because it's quite slow, but it burns up to an altitude that I set, like a range between, I think it's right now it's between 800 and 1,000 meters. So it sits there, then it goes to hover for 10 seconds. It's counting over here, just hovering there on the, and then it drops, and then it's supposed to like burn when this suicide burn hits zero, but it's very late on that, and I have no idea why. And this is all wrong. And then that happens, right? So I've all yesterday and all of yesterday and today, like not all of today, but a little bit of today, I tried figuring that out, why it's so late on that. And I don't know. And I don't wanna just tell it to burn earlier, like manually, because then when I scale it up like to a full Falcon 9, or maybe if I like started from another altitude, it won't just work. It'll be burning too early maybe. And so yeah, I want to figure it out and get the math right. So I've been working on that, which is quite interesting. But I don't want to do that on the stream. For one, because I've what am I trying to say? Because I've been doing it for a lot of today and yesterday. So I do want to just mess about. So in, what was it, Sunday's or Saturday stream, I can't remember, someone came up with the idea to do a rocket car. That was also an idea. I've written it down, to do an Easter egg hunt, but I don't feel like doing that. That'll be like elaborate. I do want to build a rocket car or something. I don't know. So wait, YouTube is still saying video output is low. That's so weird. Can I see, like, what does it say? That is so weird. It's like, says it's bad for some reason. Maybe it's my messing about in in OBS, but I don't think so. It might be. Let me build a plane or rocket car, I guess. I said I would do, and see if anything happens there. If it's still like saying video output low, I guess I'll just stop the stream. But let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. A car. It needs to be, if it's a rocket car, it needs a low center of mass. It needs rocket fuel, obviously. Low center of mass because you don't want to tip it over. It doesn't want to. You want to make sure it doesn't fall over, right? So rocket fuel, yeah. And then we kind of want it to be wider, or at least the wheels. We want to have them sit a bit higher. Well, longer from the center of mass. Maybe something like these. Yeah. So it doesn't tip over, right? And nose cones on the front, something like these. And then just some powerful engines on the back. That'll be vectors. And we don't want a lot of gimbal on these. And then the wheels. And we do want the wheels to be able to handle a lot of speed. So I think that'll be something like these. Yeah. And we want them to sit like, again, low center of mass. So have them up there so the center of mass is lower to the ground. Cool. Maybe push them a bit down into that fuel tank. No, not the fuel tank itself. And maybe this up a little bit. And then just copy that. Cool. And I think then some struts, and it might be good. Then we can just test the stream output, I guess. Maybe some, these can turn, right? Steering direction, yeah, cool. Maybe we do want some struts from side to side here. Let's just test that. Rocket car 1. Yeah. Electricity. We don't want to run out of that. Even though the rockets are firing, but just to make sure, let's just have some generators. Maybe a small battery or two. Cool. Save. Wait, what? Island? Oh, yeah, of course. Okay, let's test it out and see if the video output says something else. See how low it is to the ground? That's pretty neat. So let's see if it's stable. And okay, so at about 300 meters per second, it gets yeah, now now YouTube says it's green because it's going fast. Let me open the stream in a new window and see how the quality is. Okay. At 720p. I did put that a little bit lower than the other days, like in the OBS settings, but seems like it's working fine. And YouTube is green now, which is nice. So I have hyper edit installed now. So let's see if we can land this on the ice caps on the North Pole. Landing on a different body is not recommended. Select Kerbal. I don't know the latitude and longitude of that space. Is that just 0 then? Altitude 1. Land. Whoops. So that's 0, 0. Equator, of course. So 90 on the longitude, maybe? Nope. Whoops. So that exploded. Cool. I think that's because it was on the ground. Makes sense. Revert flight to... Hello. I can't pronounce your name. Sorry. We're just building a rocket car here. And I'm kind of testing out my new OBS settings and see if everything works. It was red and told me that was low video output, but it seems to work now, which is nice. So hyper edit, I want to build this rocket car and put it on the pole. Yeah, yes, it worked. Nice. Okay, are we like on the middle? Totally. Cool. Rename vessel. It's a rover. Isn't important, but okay. So let's quick save here. What I experienced. Oh man, I should put a landing site up here with the new mission builder. Okay, whatever. That isn't like something we need to do. At 300 meters per second, it add a little solid boosters. Good idea. Good idea. These will probably run out pretty fast, but yeah. So this is just the first iteration. So at 300 meters per second, whoa, it's sliding. Maybe it's because of I'm at the pole. But at 300 meters per second on the runway, it started, wobbling like that. And then it took off. Okay, cool. So we definitely want for start boost. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. So we definitely want something pressing it into the ground, but not too hard. Because then it'll like, when it goes very fast, it'll be way too powerful. So let's add some, let's see if we can find some small wings pushing it down. That's not small enough. Something new. I think this is maybe the smallest. And then let me see the lift here. And I want that to be right on the center of mass actually. So it doesn't like flip. Cool. Some chill indeed. So yeah, chill and then a fast rocket car and then this. Yeah, you know what I mean. I didn't want to do like an elaborate mission. So adding some small boosters is a good idea. Maybe even just some Sepratons. So lightweight, but yet quite powerful. Separatons. Is that correct? Yeah. And of course the wheels are in the way. I don't think that's a problem though. I think we can go through it. Maybe we can even dare to move it a little bit back or forward, I guess. So is that one more? Cool. Right? Yeah, that seems correct. So let's see to just start with the boosters. No, maybe that's maybe. And then of course it started going all over the place. So maybe we don't want to have steerability very much. Kind of like we can't turn down the steering, but we can turn it off. And maybe even some more struts on the wheels here, so they are completely fixed and don't start wobbling. Whoops. What? Wet. There we go. That should be fixed, right? So yeah, second iteration, rocket car, launch. Turn your wings a little down. Man, a little too late. We'll just see how they are a little bit down. They are like one bit down, but I didn't want to do it like way too much, because then when we go very fast, it'll be pushing down with so much force. So let's ship lander, do the same thing again. See how that works. Please don't explode. Soft landing, cool. So let's try this. Maybe SAS is doing a bit of wrong, maybe making it wobble. Let's try without it actually. So 3, 2, 1. Definitely going very much faster, very quickly. And I do see the wobble now. And of course it's still taking off. Okay. So I don't know if it's like sliding from side to side because it's on ice. I don't know if they, did some sort of something there. But, yeah. Let me turn the wings a little bit down. Just tuning a little bit, and then turn off the gimbal on these completely. It's maybe a little bit too much. Let's try that. And maybe even, no, let's try that and see how much difference that makes. Cool. Rocket car, rocket car. It was really weird for me with the last stream. That was like 4.5 hours or something. I could only see 2 hours of that stream after it ended, even after YouTube finished processing it. I don't know if you can see anything. Like it starts for me, it's only the last 2 hours, so that's really weird. Let's try this. It seems like for some reason there's like some offset thrust, but maybe it's just the camera turning. Yeah, free camera shows the real stuff. Okay, so it's definitely being pressed into the ground, but not enough. Okay. Cool. Add some mass ahead. Good idea. Maybe if we just move the wings a little bit in the front, that'll be better, because the more mass we have, the more work the rockets have to do. So maybe moving the wings a little bit ahead actually just does that trick. Let's hit F3. Highest speed over land. 350 meters per second. Not very fast compared to some of the things that I've seen other people build, but it's a good start, I think. So you see now it's pushing down in front of the mass. Cool. Let's try that. Anything else we wanna tweak? I think that's the only problem for now. Maybe later we'll add some stages to like drop some of the empty tanks, because so I'm just eating a tangerine. but yeah, as these tanks get empty, they're just dead weight, right? Okay, let's try this. See if the wings in front work. Maybe they need to be more in front, but wait, what? Oh. Duh. Okay. So hitting 350, that's where it starts shaking and losing speed again. Okay. And then still takes off when it gets lighter. Interesting. Still the same. 2 meters per second faster. Okay, so maybe moving this a little bit into the front again. But it starts shaking. Which is annoying. I don't know why. Maybe, yes, I have an idea. Maybe just some vertical wings. Like a wing strake or something. Yeah, just to keep it from shaking. Right? I like that. Cool. Let's try that and see if it shakes less, and then it won't lose speed. And then try not to forget to go full thrust, which was a stupid mistake. Hyper edit, ship lander, land. And cool. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see how that works. Still shaking. We're going faster than before, but not gonna take off again, right? The wings in front are helping. It's not actually taking off. The wheels are off the ground, but okay, definitely better. Definitely better. Maybe I have a trick we can maybe do. Is it okay if I just call you Seimei, or is there something I can call you? How do you say your name in like Roman letters? But yeah, maybe if I can just tell it to drain the fuel in the front, the latest, right? Fuel priority 12 and 11. It'll drain that. Gears are so big. Agreed. Agreed. They might be messing something up. So if we did the smaller ones, good call. Good call. It is problem. It is. It might be. So let's try this instead. and push these down. Wait, let me just get it down to the ground so I can see how close it is to the ground. And push these wheels down there. Nice. And then maybe just moving this even further ahead, and maybe some in the back as well. Yeah, let's try that. And was there anything else? Let me just push this all inside here. Might as well be inside, right? Maybe a little bit of a spoiler in the middle. No, wait. Nah, let's go with this for now. See how big the change is. So we're just going slightly faster with every iteration, and I kind of want to go very much faster. But let's get the basics down. What is happening with those wheels? What is going on? Can I like lock the suspension maybe? We don't want to be steering. We don't want to... Yes, suspension is in editor. Kraken. Yes, the Kraken has appeared. If that was in our Discord channel, that would have removed that message, my Nightbot. We do not mention the Kraken in my Discord. Okay, so we don't want to steer, and we don't want to have any damper. Kraken. Yes. So that might be fixing the problem. I'm not quite sure, but let's see. It was just, the Kraken was just teasing. It was just like, just fiddling with us a little bit. And it's still there a little bit. Now it's just not doing with the suspension. I don't know why that's happening. That's weird. Let's let's hyper edit this to the flats and see how it affects. It's fine when it actually goes. Okay. Okay, we're definitely going very much faster here. Okay, the wheels are spazzing out. Wow. So I think it's definitely it's keeping on the ground, right? It might be right now. It might be because it's too heavy in the front, and it's okay. So it's maybe just too heavy, definitely for flat spin. Okay, that's cool too, I guess. Whoops, auto. Well, that was interesting. That was interesting. So I think the whole thing is just maybe a little bit too heavy for these wheels, which sounds weird because I think they can carry like a big plane, but well, let's and I think yeah, let's go back to the other wheels and see if all the other changes combined with the old wheels makes for a good experience. So like this. Yes, yes. Cool. So, wait, what? It can't really go like that. Try to add procedural cockpits in front. Procedural cockpits. I don't know if I have any. I don't know what you mean. Procedural cockpits. Why would I need cockpits? Which one do you mean procedural? If it's a mod, I don't think I have it. Are you maybe talking about fairings? Because I guess we could do something like this for extra aerodynamic stuff. And then no, don't want to stage it. Is that what you're talking about? Maybe. Looks cool. Let's watch this. Let's try that. Let's try that. Because if we're doing too many things at once and suddenly it doesn't work, we might not know what, if we're, what am I trying to say? If we do too many things at once and it either works or doesn't suddenly, we don't know what caused it. And if it works, we want to do more of the good things. And if it doesn't, we don't. Okay, so definitely. So it's stable. It's stable, much more stable, but it's having a hard time pushing through. So maybe that might be either the wheels or the fairings being heavy. Now I'm losing speed because it's wobbling, right? So, I think, for one, I think the wheels may be a bit too high, so a lot of wind gets underneath it. So let's move it down a little bit, so it's like straight over the ground. And maybe not as sharp on that. Yeah. And then I think let's see the, I can't see the mass of this. Huh. Well, let's try these ones again and just see if that works. It might be the wheels. I'm sorry about my awesome English because I'm Belarusian. It's fine. I try to understand, and I think it's kind of working. So no problem. It was just with procedural cockpits, I didn't know if that was like a mod or if you were trying to say something else. But it's cool. So I think maybe the wheels here are, no, I think it's actually got clearance and not clearance. But I think the front is maybe, yeah, it's going up, right? So that might be why it's taking off. So let's go. So yeah, I didn't do that with the other wheels. So I might be right about that. And now it's taking off. Cool. It didn't do that wobbly thing with the other wheels. I do have, I don't think it was the steering thing, but maybe let's take the spring strength right down. And push these wheels a bit down compared to the other ones. So it's got the nose in the ground. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So that's definitely working with the wheels being up in the front, or like down, pushing the nose down. Cool. And the damper strength also seems to be working, and also non-SAS. It's still going a bit from side to side, and it can't push through that 350. Yes, that is how rocket cars work, right? Interesting. So I think these engines are very, very heavy, so that once it drains all the fuel, you see the sense of mass goes way back, like way back, and then it just wants to take off. Maybe, I don't know if this actually does make a difference, but maybe if we take these nose cones and do like that, and maybe if we add some more fuel. Like that, and maybe put that on decouplers, so we can decouple it when it's empty. So we can get rid of it, right? What I said about the wow, what I said about the empty tanks being bad. So of course adding more fuel is gonna make it more heavy, and I don't know what to do about that. Maybe we should do the entire thing solid rocket boosters, but that'll be rocket car 2 if this doesn't work out. Maybe a little more in the front so it goes up and away, backwards. And those will be at the same time as this. Cool. And that fuels into this. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we'll see. Launch. Let's just try it on the launch pad right now. So the camera doesn't turn like that, and I don't know why it does that on. Of course we're running out. Nice. I don't know if it does that on the pole because we are like right at the pole. So maybe if I do this like something like 80. So we're a little bit more down, not on the pole. Maybe that'll be better. Are those nose cones touching the ground? That would be bad. Okay, let's see this. Full thrust, go. And then let's have these pinned here. Where's the apoapsis? Cool. And now the front wants to lift. Man. How do people make these rocket cars that go like 1,000 meters per second, like orbital velocity from the ground? Maybe. Yeah, I kind of want to do something different. So what if we make this a rocket car, but not only that, it's a rocket car that then begins to fly. So it starts as a car and flies and like goes on the ground for a long time, but then when it gets up to speed, let's call this rocket car 2. Then when it gets up to speed, it starts flying and then maybe up to orbital velocity. That would be cool, and maybe a little bit easier if that's like what we're aiming for, but let's just try this, right? Rocket car 2. And see. We do want some yaw control then. Some small yaws. No. Like that. Cool. Let's see if we can, if that will. I don't think it'll take it up to orbit because it's in the atmosphere so for such a long time. Let's see if we can like take off and stay at the surface level. And tell me if that's a good idea or was that just stupid and too easy. So going as fast as we can on the ground, and then when it starts to wobble and these run out, we take off. Can't even control it in the air. What is happening? It's not even going prograde. What is... Oh, that's because I'm controlling from this thing. Can I say control from... No. Oh well. I need gimbal on these then. Wait, what? Oh, it's locked, yeah. Hey! Try put gears on the fuel tanks. Try to do something. Good idea though. Belarusian guy. Sorry, that's a horrible thing to call you, but yeah, that's good idea though. Put them under. And then maybe we can use these without it breaking. And maybe we could do that as the rocket car 1. So it doesn't go into orbit. Because that does feel like an easy way out. My name in English is Simon. Okay. Well then, Simon. Try to explode all planets of the galaxy. Well, that's a good idea. Let's just have some small struts on these. And let's save this as rocket car 1. Override, yes. So, wheels on the bottom. Now I didn't lock the steering or anything on these wheels, so that might cause a problem. See, they were wobbling a little bit there just when it landed. I don't like these wheels. They might also be too high up. Maybe we should push them in. Let's see. Quite stable for now, actually. And away with these. And that turned it around, but it's going way faster. Way faster than before. It's still gaining a lot of speed. Whoa. Simon, thank you. That's that is working. We do need to lock the what's it called? And then it's how fast? Whoa, that looks cool. How fast did that go? It got like 1.5 times the speed that we had before because of those wheels. Good call, Simon. Some say try to fly this plane. Wow, Masterphone, Simon says. Wow, I got it. Meh. We need a nuclear bomb. Well. Maybe we don't need these because they're like pushing it when they decouple. And maybe I do want something small to control it from in the front here. So maybe if we... Hot docking port. Maybe it's a small... Wait, what? Oh, it's on those... Yeah, okay. I think a docking port, if I can like center that. Yeah, and then a nose cone on that. Maybe not a big one. So I can just control it from that. Maybe I can even just reroute it. Then just a small nose cone, right? Cool. So now I will actually see it from the program. I will see that I'm pointing towards the horizon. Might just be adding mass, but whatever. It seems to work pretty good. So let's turn this way down. I haven't figured out the best amount yet. Maybe 0 is just the best amount, but we'll see. It looks cool. Let's try this. Cool. Ship lander and on the pole. Wait, what? Come on. No, it's because it's controlling from the docking port. Man. Can I... Oh yeah, force rotation, that might be what... Now of course it's that, but maybe force rotation did that. So if we just go like this and then... What? What happened? What the hell? That was weird. It is altitude. Hey, Britannian. Welcome back. So it works now. That was weird. So we're just building a rocket car here. And Simon here has been helping a lot. Hey, that's a moon. Beautiful. Where's the sun at? Is the sun like below the horizon? That makes sense. Because it's the pole. Okay, let's go full thrust. So just by moving the wheels in here, we gained like 1.5 times the... Whoa. Okay, so I don't think the wheel is like... I mean, it's still going very fast, like faster than we had it before. I think it's just very happy. It's very excited that it can go this fast. But I think the suspension, having it so low, it's just jumping like a horse. Add wings and make it a plane. Whoa, I just paused at the right moment. I added wings before Britannian to like, I don't know, I went away from building a rocket car to, because I don't know, got half lazy for a second and wanted to make it a plane. So I did this. I had like some extra fuel tanks and this plane wing. But for one, it didn't work, and two, I wanted to stay with building a rocket car. Add RCS for stability. Good idea. Maybe remove this. Maybe turning the damper strength right down. I don't know if I should actually push them both down. Maybe the damper is good to have. I don't know, we'll mess with that. Let's have some small RCS tanks on the back here. Just like these new small ones. Those hide well behind there, right? Yeah. And some place anywheres. Right. I think that's good enough for RCS stability. It doesn't need very much, I think. Maybe some more on the front. We'll test that. Let's go see that. Ugh. When you gonna make the next stream for the moon base? Are you talking about the Juna base that we did, or a new moon base that I don't remember? Okay, so having the damper all the way down, or the spring, maybe it's because it's both. Let me just put one of them up. I might stream a little bit tomorrow. I'm not quite sure because I have a night shift today. And a night shift tomorrow. So that is also why I'm cutting this stream in an hour precisely. We just hit 1 hour. So let me just put up the damper strength. See if that makes them less excited. Which would be to preferred? The other thing, or new one? I don't know. So, the Juno base or a new one? You don't know. Well, I might do a moon base just because. Okay, so it's definitely the spring strength. Cool. I might do a moon base just because it's easier in the way that I think it takes the same amount of delta V, but just to travel out to the moon, it's much easier and takes less like effort. Like, you know what I mean? If I do something wrong, it isn't the worst thing in the world to launch to the moon again. So I might do that. I'll write that down. I have my little notebook here where I wrote rocket car and Easter egg hunt. Let me write a moon base. Okay. So the damper. So the spring is probably what like makes it all bouncy and stuff, and the damper might be what does so it's less bouncy, I guess. So it's less springy. It actually dampens the spring. That makes sense, I think. So what if we go a little bit of spring and a lot of damper? And let's try launching that. Oh, I just realized we might want to have some things on top here. To push it into the ground. Cool. And then I think it'll be fine to put SAS on. We'll see. Let me hyper edit to the ice caps. Hyper edit, ship lander. Put me down there. Thank you. RCS. What? Do I need to say control from here still? I guess I did. Okay. Oh well. Let's launch in 3, 2, 1. Seems like that's a little bit better for the wheels. Nah. Well, whoa. Well, interesting. So you just saw that the Steam thing down here. I don't know what that was. I get them sometimes. I don't know if there's like a group I'm in or something. I didn't really notice. So I don't know if that was the RCS pushing it and then that crashed, or maybe it was the wheels. So that's kind of what I said with adding multiple things at one time. Kind of makes it hard to know what went wrong. So let me see what default is for the wheels and just go back to that. 1, 1 makes sense. Whoops, just clicked out of KSP. So is there less? There's much less lag, right, than the other streams. I think I did a good job on the OBS settings. Can you confirm that? Of course, it is a much less part-heavy vehicle, but than the big Juno base. But I checked that, and I thought it was pretty good. Interesting. Ship lander. I'm kind of already bored of this rocket car. Here we go. See, I think the RCS is definitely working for it to like push it into the ground, and I don't think the wheel is like that. Well, it's better now. It isn't crashing. It's probably gonna crash in a minute, but it's turning very much. Like, very much. Yeah, I don't think this design is a good start. Let's head into this. Do something. Not that, obviously. What do we want to do? I guess there was no one at the start of the stream. It was basically just me. So I can just show you this thing I've been working on. The Falcon tester. You might already have figured out kind of what that is. It's kind of like a grasshopper. A grasshopper. So this is what it looks like. It looks like a Falcon Heavy side core, but let's open KOS here. The fuel, a lot at 2 boosters. Sorry, I don't understand that sentence. Are you telling me to add more boosters? I'm already getting bored of doing the rocket car. It's not really my type of thing. So let me show you this for a second. So this is quite cool. It's not done yet. It's and I don't want to do any scripting today in this stream, but I just want to show you it. It's going a little bit slow because I've been working on it for the last 2 days, and it takes a long time to do. But it's quite cool. So it goes up to it aims for 900 meters, right? And then it goes into a hover, so it races till it's falling, and then goes to come to that thrust to weight ratio of 1 and keeps that. And then for 10 seconds it hovers and then lets go. And this is where it goes wrong. So it's supposed to burn when the suicide burn distance is like 0. But as you can see, it's not doing that. It's like burning way too late, and I don't know why. And so yeah, that happens. But I think it's quite cool. All the suicide burn distance I've had a bit of trouble with, so I've been looking at tutorials for that. But all the hover code, I've only been looking at the documentation on the KOS website. So only the, what's it called? Yeah, only the documentation, only the raw variables that I can use. So that's kind of cool, I think. But let's I don't know what to do, man. I want to build a plane. I like building planes when I'm bored. I like building planes that just fly well. Just designing a cool plane that just flies well. That, I think, is nice. So I want to control it from the middle, kind of going a little bit out. Nice. I want to do something sort of crazy. What if we split it in 2? Like, what if we split it on 2 on either side of... I go to bed at 2300 here. So that's in an hour? Or is it now? Oh, you're going to bed now. It's 23. Okay. Well, thank you for being here, Simon. It was nice to have a little bit of help with my rocket car project that went on for an hour. I will see you next time. Bye. So what? We split it in two. That was what I said. So like this. And on the other side as well. Yeah. What if it goes around? Ah. I'm having ideas. This is what I like. So fuel. Ooh. What if we go like this? That looks cool. And then it like goes slightly around. I want the small ones. Yeah. Like this, right? And then it goes into like a circle or something, like a half circle, and meets up with this thing. Or maybe they close right before they hit each other. Oh yes. So obviously I'm just gonna fix that. So 2, this, and then F. So it's local. Like that. Next one. It's maybe a little bit of a big circle here, but whatever. Maybe it'll just end at this angle, like 90 degrees from that. That looks funny. Man, that looks funny. I like that. And what if we then add like the wings out here? Maybe have we need engines obviously, but looks very fluid. I kind of like how it's a mix of these bendy parts and then just these rigid degrees, just like hard edges. Let's put some caps on those, on these right here. Looks so funny. And then some tail fins. Maybe that's a bit too normal. Maybe some round tail fins that goes around these. Oh man, that's cool. That's a good idea, me. Thank you, me. So I was thinking something like, these are just still too big, I think, maybe. Still, yeah, I like the idea. Yeah. And wheels. Way too small, way too small. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then maybe these, maybe these should be turned a bit up. Whoa. Now that looks cool. What if I slowly turn these even more? Oh, that's gonna fuck up the tail fins. So right now they are right. Good. Cool. And so that's not gonna hit the ground when I pull up. And it looks funny. Then a tail fin thing. Nope. Yeah, it's quite cool. And some things on these. Things, fins. Yep, you don't want to yaw on those. Some more maybe. And maybe an auto strut on these, just to not have any wobble. Cool, and then a front wheel, and then I think we're good. Maybe 2 front wheels on those. Oh, that's gonna make them look bad. Oh, that looks funny. I like that. Let's call this... what do we call this? I mean, look at it. Wibbly, wobbly, plane. Now, isn't that original? Let's make sure we have a pilot in there. Get out of here. This is so ridiculous. I hope it flies well. Oh my god. Oh my lord. I didn't add engines. Oh dearie me. So where the hell do we put engines on this? These are so big. Maybe I shouldn't choose them then. Maybe I have an idea. Maybe this. That's pretty straight. And then this way, and just add some engines on that. And push them in, I guess. I don't know if the engines are gonna work with these popping out of them. No, I don't like that. Just said goodnight to my little brother there. That's why I went silent and gone. Okay, where can I grab these? There they are. Didn't like that. So maybe if the maybe if there's like 2 small engines on in the middle here. It's pretty good enough. Pretty good enough. That's a thing. And maybe just this small engine. Push it down. And out. So there, and then if we do the same thing down here, that might work. I'm not sure if it'll work. Sometimes the engines don't wanna do that job if they're like inside something, which I guess makes sense. So there, and then nope. Yeah, let's try that and see if they work. And if they do, it'll be a cool plane flying. I think they're very not powerful. Very weak is the word. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they're definitely pushing it forward. I wonder if the lift might be enough to actually carry it. But look at how weak they are. Whoa. Let's try and pull up. No. They might need... Maybe we need some like wings right on the front there. To have something to pull up with. Okay, they are way too weak to pull this plane up. There's also a lot of fuel, even though it doesn't look like it, with all these. So definitely more lift will help it along, but it does need more powerful engines. Hello, Jamie. I'm just chilling here by myself. It's good question. I have no idea. I was building a rocket car and then I got bored of that. Then I showcased my Falcon and like what's it called, like a grasshopper prototype thing. Then I just felt like building a plane, and I'm not even sure you can call it a plane. So right now it doesn't fly because the engines are too weak. So I need to find a place where I want to place the engines that doesn't look bad. I mean, like that fits into this style, if you can say that. So let's just put some pulley obby things here. Definitely a word. Like that kind of. To have something to work with. And yeah, somewhere to put the engines. I mean, I guess on the wings is an obvious choice. I just kind of like that they're sleek. So maybe on the side part here, or fuselage, I guess. Maybe on the bottom. On the bottom we'll hide them, kind of. Yes, I like that. So an engine nacelle, pretty cool a thing. And a thing. Nah, I've never really liked those. I think they're way too, like, for small planes. Or I guess they're not made for that. They're kind of made for high speed stuff like these. But yeah, let's go with these. And maybe a panther. Yeah, let's go with that and see how it works. If it works, rather. And just auto throw that to the root, I guess. Let's go. And see if this weird thing flies. Oh, I'm getting tired and I need to go to work. Jesus. Night shift from 12 AM to 6 AM. Okay, here we go. Very fast, very much faster than the other one. Already. So let's pull up. Hey, don't blow up. Hey, the wings didn't cap. It actually flies. What even is this? It looks like, I don't even know what it looks like. I just wanted to build a weird plane that flies well. And I mean, it kind of does. It isn't really like laggy on the controls. It's a bit floaty, like I stop now and then it still keeps on turning a little bit. But I've built worse planes. It's kind of cool that this still flies. Let's see if I can land it, actually. No, I don't think it'll do. Hey! And a clean landing for Raypont. Raypont Kerman. Let's see your suit. It's one of the new ones, right? Oh, it's just this one. Can I take the helmet off? Deploy. Oh, that's the parachute. Damn it. Okay, well, it it needs to fly better. So Let's drain some of the fuel from these behind here. And maybe some of the front as well. Just so it isn't that heavy. I think the heaviness is definitely adding to the floaty feel. And then what? What also adds to the floaty feel? Probably the amount of wings, but let's try and add more engines. No, let's try this with the less fuel. Oh yeah, I'm getting tired and bored. I haven't played this much Kerbal Space Program in a long time. Like in the last couple of months, I've been playing KSP so regularly, much more than I have ever before, I think. Don't cap those. That is so close. That's perfect the way I tuned those up. So it's still a little bit floaty, but I can definitely feel that it's lighter. Let's get it up to speed and see how it handles that. So it's less floaty when it's up to speed, which I guess makes sense. This thing is so funny. Whoa. Skills. Expert flying. That's I wonder if it's too wide for the bridge to like go under that. I don't think it is. I think a bunch of planes can go through that. Let's try and line it up here. Boom boom, dun dun, dun dun dun. I don't like the new sound of these engines. Seems a bit hissy. I don't think this is a good lineup. I'm going, man. I thought it was much more from that angle, but I guess not. Whoop, turn. So it's from here. Okay. So we have a clear. We're clear from the dome, which is nice. I think it's I can't say wide enough, like, you know, not wide enough to go through there. I like this plane. It's so weird. It looks like, as I said before, I don't know what it looks like. I was about to say it looks like something the Kraken would fly itself. Whoops, did I just say that? But it's not like wobbly enough for the Kraken. The Kraken's minions. Slow down here. Whoa, 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 what happened? What happened? What is this? Wow, that shadow looks funny. I mean, I guess if the planes looks funny, the shadow will look funny, but shh. Okay, here we go. Man, the smallest thing will like... No. That's gonna cut that. Damn, a little bit too far to the left. And kiss the VAB. Flies better than most of my planes. Well, I do have a bit of practice with making weird planes and making them fly. It's kind of what I want to do. That tail is so weird. I wanted to make it more round, but I couldn't really find anything smaller than that. My shuttle comes down like a brick. Well, the shuttle does really in real life, I guess. The shuttle also is really hard to fly, just in general. Also, any shuttle you kind of do, because there's not enough lift really. Can't find the balance. No, it's also right. Don't like flying shuttles. Like, not only when you launch them, is it so hard to get it into orbit, at least the stock ones, and then if you do it yourself, it'll take a long time to find the balance with the engines firing, because it's asymmetrical. And then when you also want the shuttle itself to fly well, and that is hard. So I can understand you on that, but on planes, just like quote unquote simple planes themselves, I've built a lot of. So, and I haven't built a lot of shuttles just because I don't like the concept. I mean, I guess it's interesting to do offset, like how do you say, asymmetrical things, rockets, but I would like to do. No, it's way too big. It's way too big. I just stopped it. I made a stock shuttle. Ascent is fine, but flying back is very hard. Agreed. Oh, that's not what I meant by a stock shuttle. Like, I meant the stock shuttles that are already built. Like, let's see if I can jump into the editor, VB rather, and find a shuttle here. So they're called, there are a bunch of different built-in so like, where are they? This, for example, right? Okay, that's maybe not this one. That might actually fly well. I haven't tried that one. But by the way, it's been 2 hours. Not on my end. I see 1 hour and 38 minutes. And it's only 10:30, and I would stop at 10. Well, but welcome back, Britannian. Oh, those suck. Well, I made a copy of the real one. They do suck. This, I could understand if this one sucks. This one I tried, and it's bad. It's like really bad. Also in space, when you get into space, it's completely inoperable. It has way too little fuel, and flying with these, there's no, like, it's totally offset. So that's bad. Can you set a satellite to space? Yeah, I guess I can make a shuttle. It's been a long time since I made a shuttle, and I'm probably quite bad at it. Let's try this. Let's actually just fly the stock one, this one, and see how that works. We do need to turn it. Whoops. Like that. The OMS the center of mass have to be aligned with the center of thrust. What is OMS? The center of thrust have to be aligned with the center of mass, right? Which is kind of here. It's kind of okay that it's a little bit this way, so it goes that way, but when it's on the plane, it has to be aligned, yes. Like with the hatch on the bottom that opens and closes. I mean on the hatch on like this on the top here. I kind of want to do that. I kind of want to fly this shuttle. I haven't tried that. Yes, the OMS are orbital maneuvering systems aligned with the center of thrust. Oh, so basically just RCS. But I get you. Okay. With the satellite in. Okay, let's try this stock shuttle, the Leicester A1, and some Kerbals, of course. Yeah, Go like that, and no mess where the engines the shuttle used to get into orbit. Okay, so yeah, that'll be those, I guess. Because these aren't. Those are for making this one be aligned. Okay, let's build a satellite here. The main engines only got the shuttle to suborbital. Yeah. That looks cool. It's way too big. Rip. Maybe this one. Yeah. And some science. And some other cool stuff. Utility, maybe it'll be a small crewed satellite. So a small crew thing. Small science crewed station. FK for T. Oh. Well, see you in a... Oh, well, I don't know how long tea takes. So, is the tea like dinner? Or... Well, because in that case, I think I'll be gone. Be gone, thought. And... a comms thing. And a little bit of solar panels, maybe power. Whoops. I'm gonna have dinner soon too. Well, I'm ending the stream in 17 minutes, so it's fine. Let's quickly build this so we can see it launch and see if I can fly this shuttle. Put it into orbit, and let's just do something like a docking port on the end. Yeah, and we do want batteries. Whoops, that's bad. And how the hell did this sit? That was on that thing, I guess. What? Oh, okay. There we go. So that'll be our satellite. And we do want to put crew inside it. In the crew cabin. And a scientist and it's scientists, I guess, would make sense. Yeah. Close these. And let's launch it. And see if I can fly it. And see if the shuttle flies well when we get back in. Okay. And launch clamps. No. Go backwards. Can you make a recreation of the Falcon Heavy? I could, but I don't think I will. Not in this stream, at least. I'll write it down in my ideas for streams notebook that I have here with me, but not in this stream, because this stream will end in about 15 minutes because I'm going to work. But good idea. And when I get my KOS script to work, I might be able to land the boosters autonomously. I don't know, by themselves with the script, which would be cool. And there we go, boosters crash into each other. Hey, hugging. But good idea, real Real Abus TDM. You've been on the stream before, haven't you? I think I remember your name. Just kidding. Just kidding about the tea or what? Yeah, yesterday's stream I watched. Okay, cool. Well, welcome back then. Okay, we might need to pull up a little bit. This big Rhino engine, man. Come on. Stop wanting... It wants to turn around. Did the shuttle turn around like this? Now I'm doing it. Have you made the satellite? Yeah, I just made this short little sort of... It's a crude satellite. It's a... You can see the antenna sticking up through there. It's like a small crude science satellite with a docking port, or 2 docking ports, I guess. Some solar panels, and it did turn around. Okay, good to know. I guess that makes more sense with the airplane likeness of the shuttle. Makes sense. Getting hot here. Maybe a little bit too efficient on the gravity turn. Might be good. All good. It's braking because it's Kerbal. It's Kerbal driving it. It's not braking. It's all fine. It's just a little bit red. And our apoapsis is at 100k now, which is nice. So this didn't take it into orbit. You say it was only suborbital. So let's ditch it, I guess, and turn on the other engines. Which somehow... Oh, because there's no fuel on this, only RCS. Makes sense. Nice clean sep, indeed. I liked it. So let's warp about up to 1 minute before app. And are we in orbit yet? Yeah, or like space. I'll share my shuttle on the server if you want to check it out. Sure, do that. Good idea. If it's like a real recreation, it'll probably be better than the stock ones here, at least in design. I find getting into orbit with the shuttle very rewarding. Indeed, it's very nice because it's a complicated ascent, I guess. Maybe you can help me with my lack of lift. I'll take a look at it tomorrow when I wake up, which will be late because my shift ends at 6 a.m., which means I get home about 7 a.m. Then I go to sleep. Then I wake up, I don't know, some time after midday. Oh, come on. What? It says I have fuel. That's probably... What? Guys, I ran out of fuel. Where's my fuel? That's liquid fuel. Oh, come on. What? Why did they only use the oxidizer? Man. Well then, I guess that's pretty shit. Let's carry the main tank a little bit further. It really wants to turn around. Man, stop. I need to fly it manually. Jesus. Man, it's so hard to control. What is up with that? Maybe I turned around a little bit too early. But I'm pushing. Yeah, that was not a good launch. Let's try not turning around that quickly. It just kind of wants to go this way because these thrusters are pushing it that way, and it's also very bad. It wants to turn for some reason. I don't like it. Fly, you stupid. Who built this? Who did this? There we go. Just keep it there. It can't be that hard, right? It's just the first couple of kilometers that's really hard for it to stay stable, apparently. There we go. That's the boosters. Clean separation, and they're just gonna hug each other. Very nice. And then we'll carry this a bit further, I suppose. Let's turn around. I am fighting this. So still going suborbital with this, but a little bit higher in the atmosphere and a little bit more horizontal thrust. Neat. Oh, it has a liquid fuel engine for when entering back into the atmosphere. Wow, that apparatus is high. Man, the devil. Guys. Oh, good. It's gone. We cool. Let's drop this. I think the periapsis is suborbital. Yeah, so that's gonna burn up still. Neat. So let's, I don't know, lower our apparatus a little bit. $350 maybe. 340. Put some Kerbals in the hatch as well. I think there are Kerbals inside the cockpit that I put on the satellite. I don't know if they can get out. I don't know if there's like a hatch on that. So they would have to have another vehicle docked to them, which would then pull them out through the docking ports, I guess. It's a little bit like the ISS. Okay, that's in orbit, and we do want to be able to deorbit again. But the ISS, there was a point in time where they could only go out through a Russian segment. It's been a little bit of time. Oops. Been a little bit of time since whoa. Okay, I'm quickly running out of monoprop. I really want to turn around. I mean, with the satellite. Yeah, there are Kerbals inside this, I think. Oh, you mean like with the satellite like loose inside, so just like bouncing around. Another day, another time. Too late. 5 minutes left to stream. But there are Kerbals inside this. Wait, they can't activate a hatch. Huh. Yeah, they can't get out. Rip Kerbals. Do some science. Keep that. Extend this. And yeah, they're in orbit with their little tube first space station satellite stuff thing. Cool. And that's it for the RCS. But we are back in the atmosphere. So I think we have this just to make it look clean, I guess. Let's shut down these. We have this one to land back at the KSC if we can. Let's go prograde again and re-enter in the last 3 minutes of the stream. It's annoying, if I don't stop the stream at 2 minutes, it'll cut out the first part. 2 hours. It'll cut out the amount that I go over from the beginning of the stream. But I guess that's fine, because at the beginning of the stream I was all by myself and I was showcasing the Falcon tester that I showed later in the stream as well. But let's see if we can glide all the way to Victory Town over here. It's nice that there are actually like points at them now, so we know where they are if we are blind. Can I see the satellite? I didn't before. Man, I'm re-entering the atmosphere. It's up there somewhere. It's a very simple. It's basically just a crew cabin and a crew cabin as materials bay. Yeah, it's fine, cool. And an antenna and some docking ports, solar panels, battery, that's it. Okay, we're gliding back to the KSC. We are not doing a descent like the space shuttle did. It was like very, I'll look back in a bit. Cool. It's nothing special. I didn't even activate the solar panels. But yeah, the space shuttle descent I think was very, very steep, right, Jamie? Like it went down. At least when it came to the runway, it was very much different from a plane. So if we say the top of the plane here is the runway, a plane would come in like this, right? Just very slowly. Dude, you are climbing. I am? No. Point down. Thanks, mate. But I guess we can do a much more correct. Man, I'm still in orbit. Can I? Thank you, Britannian. I saw that message a little bit too late. And I didn't even notice myself. Darn. Darn it. Gosh darn it. Can I, like, do I have anything else but the liquid fuel left? No. Well then. It's another orbit, I guess. And we are above 2 hours. Rip start of the stream. No. I was just considering maybe landing up there, but no. Let's land on the desert then. Now, I want to land on the runway. But at the same time, I just want to get on with it. Did we re-enter? I think we did. That's a long way to fly. Halfway around. Then we would need to go prograde and glide. Here we go. Entering. Sorry, I'm just very tired. And stuff. But I guess it is a very chill stream, right? Yeah, this isn't gonna... It isn't gonna glide all the way to the Space Center at least. It might fly there with the engine. It's getting hot in there. They got it. No problem. Right? No problem, right? Don't explode on me, Kerbals. I believe in you. Okay, don't point towards the prograde marker anymore. You can like pull up a little bit. That'll be fine. Just glide a little bit. Thank you. Maybe turn on the engine. See if that works. There we go. Engine is on. Fly to land. Not how the space shuttle worked. I've never actually landed on that island in the middle there. I think I might have done like a bunch of years ago. So why not? Hate that it won't stay like pulling up. Guess this is fine. Oh, up, up, and down. So is that what I can see right there? Or is that this? It's probably that, right? Yeah. We are heading right forward. Sit back, relax, watch this fly. How you doing in there, buddies? Fine? Yeah, right? Yeah. It's so slow. Okay, well, while it flies over there, I guess I can just end off the stream. Calmly and collected. So, yes, thank you everyone who stopped by and watched this very chill, very much nothing stream. And yeah, it was chill, just chillin. Is there another word? I don't think so. But yeah, and in the comments you'll find my Twitter and my Tumblr. My Twitter, where I always post when I stream and when new videos go up, and my Tumblr where I just post like 3D renders and stuff that I make in my spare time, and also do videos of the result of those videos. And what more? There's a link to my second channel called Space Quickie, where I aim to make a sort of library of space videos, like of what should we call? Is it that one? It's like it has to be that one, right? Yeah. Of space videos, like of knowledge of space. So like, if there's anything you have any questions about, you could watch one of those videos. There's only one video right now about space. What is space? It's called, and I'm still working on what is the ISS, what is the International Space Station, and in those videos I talk about a lot of other things that you might have questions about as well, that I would also make videos on, but I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to do, what style I want to do. So I think I've kind of locked that in. I think I found out how I want to do it, and now I just kind of need to do it. But I also have got a lot of work and other stuff, so I'm working on it. But yeah, let's just land on this little island here and end off the stream. I guess shuttles are fine. They're meh. If you get them lined up correctly with the space sensor and land them on the runway, that's quite fun to land them back on the runway. But for example, with Jamie's shuttle, if you get the lift wrong, it can be quite hard to fly them, or anything wrong, I guess. So let's see if we can land like uphill too. To brake very fast. Oops, meant to hit X and not C. Here we go. Whoops, just going over that hill and another hill. Very slow. The lift isn't enough anymore. Almost. Hey! We're down and we're not gonna bounce anymore. Cool. I did it. Not on a runway, but I don't think we could have made it all the way there. And it would have taken a long time. Yeah, the fuel is almost drained. So, yeah. Thank all y'all for stopping by and seeing me do bunch of different things. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next stream. Might be tomorrow, might be another day. I'll let you know in my Discord, which I will just post a link to. If I don't even have Discord open, but I'll just share a link to my Discord where we hang out, share craft files and other random stuff. It's quite chill. And of course I post there when I stream, and I post on my Twitter when I stream, which is at the link in the description. So invite people, copy, and here's a link to my Discord. Again, you could just either click on that or open Discord if you have Discord installed, and click add server, and paste that link in. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.